on the hardest thing is obviously finding a problem.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Boxers? How y'all doing? I know it's been a minute since I jumped on a live. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, give me a thumbs up. What's up, cuz? How you doing? Can you hear me, cuz? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes, couple seconds to let me know. Can y'all hear me? You can hear me? Okay, cool. Well, like y'all know, it's been probably about a month before I even did a live. So it's been a minute. Been traveling, enjoying life, enjoying my birthday. So I know we back. I'm going to start getting back into doing more lives so I can, start giving back to people that want to get up and running, doing logistics. You know what I'm saying? So I used to, back in the day, I used to always do like a free, live every Wednesday. I'm going to start getting back to that. But how you doing? What's up, Dwayne? How you doing? So y'all know how my lives go. What's up, Oz National? Yeah, it's been a minute. The summer's been hectic, man. You know what I'm saying? We're traveling and birthdays, going to New Orleans, going to Miami for Memorial Day weekend. Just been traveling and enjoying life. So haven't had a lot of time, but I decided tonight to, make some time to come back for my box sets, because this is, what I was doing starting off is, going live, trying to help people that's kind of like on the fence, that might have a question here or two, that want to get up and running in logistics, but just don't know where to go. So that's why I do my free lives, to give back. You know what I'm saying? You are an inspiration, sir. Thank you, Imperium. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. So y'all know how my lives go. I don't really have like a script or anything like that. I just jump on live, answer questions. You know what I'm saying? Fire off questions. I can show you, see if I can help you guys to get up and running, like I said, in logistics. For you guys that don't know, or you never found me before, my brief story is, I started in logistics in 2021. I was working my 9 to 5, just like probably like a lot of you guys. Started off at a 9 to 5. First, I was doing real estate. Real estate didn't work out because of the pandemic, because of, the price of lumber and everything like that. So then I ended up jumping into logistics. I got in logistics 2021. January, I started off with one truck. 2 or 3 weeks later, I think it was like 3 weeks later, I scaled up to my second truck. Then after that, like another 2 to 3 weeks, I scaled up to my third truck. And then I just kept scaling, man. And I scaled up to, it took me 19 months to make $1 million with box trucks. I've scaled up to 8 trucks, 10 trucks during peak season, scaled back down. But normally throughout the year, I usually keep about 5 trucks. So I've been doing it 3.5 years now, and I made over $3.5 million doing Amazon Relay. Majority of my work, I help people, have an ebook, classes, lives, Masterclasses, just a whole bunch. Like I said, I started off just like you guys. So fire off some questions. I know y'all got some questions because it's been a minute. I miss y'all too, so I'm pretty sure y'all probably miss me. I miss y'all. Let's see what we got here. All right. And bear with me. I ain't been on here in a minute. Someone said, get with me. What's up, bro? All right. Send me a DM. Get with me. Someone said, when we're in New Orleans, when were you in New Orleans? I haven't been on in a while. I was to New Orleans at the Essence Fest. I usually go to the Essence Fest every year. So it was me, my cousin, my best friend, my other homeboy, Alvin. So it was a bunch of us out there at the Essence Fest. We had a good time, a blast. That's like the adult playground, you know what I'm saying, for partying, you know what I'm saying, networking, meeting. I met a couple people that was down there that also follow me. I don't know if they're on the live, but to the Essence Festival. Someone said, first time in your live, but I definitely want to switch careers. This box truck look like the way to go. Yes, it is, man. The box truck industry is, I would definitely say, is the way to go if you're trying to get into logistics, because if you don't know, you're new to my channel, or new to my thing, new to, my information. I like box truck because it's simplicity. I like Amazon Relay because it's in simplicity. Amazon, when you're doing a box truck and it's 26,000 pounds and below, there's non-CDL. That means that anybody can drive a box truck. If you have a standard driver's license in your state, then guess what? You can operate a box truck without a CDL. That means you don't have to go to no special training, no special classes. You don't have to have like no special requirements. Like, you know, when you have a CDL, you have to be in the drug and consortium alcohol forms and stuff like that. So there's a lot of, you know, restrictions when you, I'm not saying a lot, but there's a lot more restrictions when you have a CDL. You just can't, if you have a semi or a CDL box truck, anybody just can't go jump on it and drive it. So, and then I like Amazon for its simplicity. The reason what I'm saying when I say simplicity, I'm talking about with Amazon Relay, although it does take 180 days to get on with them, but I can, you know, we'll talk about that later. I can have a bypass where you can join my masterclass. You can bypass the 180 days. But when I'm saying this simplicity, I'm talking about you can keep a 9 to 5, you can work your 9 to 5 and still do Amazon Relay. You can book all your own loads yourself. You don't physically have to drive the truck. So that's what kind of, I want to say, enticed me to get into Amazon Relay, even while I was working a 9 to 5. I was working my 9 to 5 for a whole year before I actually retired from my 9 to 5 and then jumped in full time with logistics. So literally, once you get up and running, you probably will spend less than an hour a day running your whole entire company. You can keep your day job. I mean, whatever you're doing in the daytime, it will free up the time for you to do it, especially if you decided that you don't want to drive the truck. Now, if you want to drive the truck, of course, it's going to take a little bit more time and energy to get your company going up and running. But my system allows people to have a 9 to 5 or another job or whatever it is you do. It gives you that free time and flexibility to, you know, focus on other things. So that's the reason why I like my system, simplicity. No background checks with Amazon Relay. So you can have a background. You could be fresh out of prison, fresh out of jail or whatever, you know what I'm saying, trying to restructure your life. No credit check. There's no way, I don't care if you was in prison, jail or whatever, there's no credit check when it comes to this whole entire program or system that I offer to show people how to get up and running with logistics going the rental route. And you don't even have to purchase a truck. So you can start just like I did. I started off renting a truck. Guess what? 3.5 years later, and I'm still renting a truck. I don't own any trucks. So that's the good part about it. Stand-in Sub-Zero. Someone said, what about cargo van? Cargo vans is a little bit different. You can't do cargo vans with Amazon Relay. So you got Amazon Relay and then you got Amazon DSP. So a lot of people, I get this DM a lot. Like I get 50 to 100 DMs pretty much a day. And I'm going to answer, even though you're probably not ask it, I'm going to just cover some of the frequently asked questions that I get. So the difference with Amazon Relay and DSP. Amazon DSP is when you see somebody come up to your house or your neighbor's house and they're in a Sprinter van that says Amazon on the side and they're delivering package with like a blue vest on. That's Amazon DSP. That's completely different from Amazon Relay. To do Amazon DSP, you do, I don't know what it could have changed, don't quote me, but you used to have like $30,000 to $40,000. And then it would get you set up with, you know, trucks and stuff like that. And you would have like a specific area that you would run DSP with. And with DSP, the people that you do hire, it is a background check involved. So you can't be like a felon or, you know, any check and pass to do Amazon DSP. With Amazon Relay, completely different. Amazon Relay, you can have a pass. You could be a felon. You could be on parole, on probation. It doesn't matter because Amazon DSP is what we're doing is we're picking up freight from a distribution center. And then we're taking that freight either to another distribution center or we taking it to a post office. So there's no background check involved with that. Like I know you guys probably heard or know, my third driver was on parole. He couldn't cross state lines without permission of his parole officer. So I had to write a letter just to allow him to be able to cross state lines. So there's no background checks to get in with Amazon Relay. And it's a lot simpler, it's a lot less money. You can start your whole company with Amazon Relay for under $5,000. A lot of people always ask me, can you still do it in 2024 for under $5,000? Yes, I've helped thousands of people do the same exact thing. The only difference that will put you above $5,000, and I get this question a lot too, is your driving insurance. If you got tickets, suspended license, child support, anything where you have on your license where your license been, because I noticed one thing, like I would say, like if you have a clean driving record, you could have a clean driving record. However, you could have had your license suspended without being in a wreck, without having tickets due to child support or unpaid tickets or something like that. So that way, if you have a clean driving record, which means you have a driving record and your license ain't been suspended, then you should be able to get a pretty good rate with the insurance. So that's the only thing that's differentiated between people, you know what I'm saying, like not being able to start under 5,000 and being able to start over 5,000. So if you have a bad driving record, they might want $3,500 down. They might want first and last insurance. So let me give you an example. Like I said, I started off, I paid $200 for my LLC in the state of Georgia. I could have paid $100, but I paid it for Rush. I paid $680 for my authority. If you don't know what that means, your authority is actually what you need in order to set up and start and operate a trucking company. That's the most important part of the trucking company is the MC number, your DOT number, your UCR, and your BOC3. Those are the 4 components that makes up your authority. I went through a third party. If you're not familiar with Amazon Relay or you're not familiar with logistics, don't try to do it on your own. Pay somebody to get that set up for you. That's what I did. Then I paid $13.75 down for my insurance. Somebody text me a message that you can't do. Yes, you can. I know. So I literally just had help somebody today. So $13.75 down for my insurance down payment because I have a good driving record. And then I paid $1,000 for my truck rental. That's around $3,200 and some bucks and some change. The reason why I say $5,000 because let's say, for example, I had a ticket or my license was suspended a couple of times. Instead of them wanting me to pay $1,300 down, $1,375, I would have paid $1,375 times 2, which is first and last for the insurance. So even though I have to put first and last, my payment still would have been $1,375, but that would have put me closer to the $5,000 mark. So that's why I always tell people around $5,000. Because you tell people $5,000 and it's $5,100, they're like, oh man, you said it was $5,000. That's the only thing that differs from people to people or company to company is your driving record. I can't control that. So if you got a bad driving record, this is something that you probably want to figure out, like getting it in an older person's name or somebody else's name or a business partner that doesn't have like a bad driving record to offset your insurance. So that's the only thing. I can't control that, okay? But the fact stands that it's still around $5,000 to get up and running in 2024 with Amazon Relay. Going to box truck rate, the rental rate, and that's, you know what I'm saying, still as we speak today. Someone said, what is the rate per mile per load? I don't understand your question. I'm thinking maybe cheap fitness. Are you talking about on the load board, what's the rate per mile, or are you talking about what's the rate per mile per load with a rental truck? Someone said, P-Fam, I like to learn more. Okay, that's what's up, bro. Well, I offer while we waiting, and I'm scrolling through the questions. I'm considering vans just interstate Wisconsin thoughts. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with the trucking with the cargo van. So that's not my thing. I have a trucking sister named Trucking with D. If you're interested in cargo vans, that's the person that you should, go follow. Tell her I said hit her up. She's the queen of that. So is it hard to lock a rental or trade? What's a good rate? Is it hard to lock in? No, it's not hard to lock in a rental. A good rate with a rental truck right now, like I was saying in 2024, this is 2024 numbers, is between $500 and $550, I would say, to get your rental truck. Of course, the cheap, I've seen people that have gotten down, some of my box heads have gotten down to $485, $475, but you're going to have to be a real good negotiator to get that rate, or there's a couple of things you can do to get that rate. I'm not going to say everybody going to get that rate, but on average right now, between $500 and $525 a week is the going rate pretty much for a rental right now. And a good cents is anything under, I would say 17 cents, but I used to say under 20 cents, but right now you can get 15 cents, 12 cents, 13 cents per mile. And then you can also negotiate how many miles you get a week per free with the rental companies. So that's a good rate. Anything now over $550 is starting to get a little too high. Someone said, can I make money with Amazon Relay doing power only with my tractor? Yes, sir. Amazon has majority of loads now. If you have a CDL and you do have a tractor, you can make a ton of money with Amazon Relay. The two guys I always talk about that he was doing it before I was doing. He was doing it for 6 years with Amazon, and that's with a semi. And he's eating, he's home majority of the time. It's super easy, it's simple. So yes, the answer to that question is yes. So if you do have a CDL and you do want to get up and running with Amazon Relay with a semi, is the same exact steps as the box truck. The only difference is when I go to the load board, instead of me actually booking for a box truck, I will be booking for a semi. And the good thing about semis, if you guys possess a CDL, is that semi trucks, there's way more loads with the semis. And then the good thing about semis is less deadheading, because a semi, you can book a load. They might send you to Texas, and guess what? You'll get a load coming back. So that's the good thing about it. So majority of the loads, I would say, is for semis when it comes to the Amazon relay. And while I'm scrolling down and looking for some more questions, the services that I do offer is I do offer an ebook for you guys that do want to get up and running with Amazon Relay and you kind of on the fence. I offer an ultimate bundle pack ebook, and it's $199. Everything can be bought in my clicking the link in my bio or going to boxtruckshawty.com. It'll help you with how to set up your authority. It has all my referrals for authority, gas cards, how to hire a driver, how to scale, all of that good stuff. However, if you don't know by now, Amazon changed their rules of March of last year. So now you have to wait 180 days. With that 180-day wait, what are you going to do in that 180-day wait? The next thing I would say, you have a couple options. You can either join somebody that already have 180-day authority, lease onto them, and book loads with them with Amazon. Or if you don't know anybody, you can join my Masterclass. My next Masterclass is August 24th. It's a one-day class. It's 7 to 8 hours long. We cover everything: how to set up your company, how to start, how to find drivers, how to scale. We pull up the physical load board, show you how to book loads, how to find good loads, how to read the load board. We cover the DAT load board as well to show you how to book loads when you don't want to use the Amazon, if you want to find a load back. A lot of people think that you just have to do Amazon or you have to do that. You can do both. You don't have to just pick or choose. You can do both of them. Then after that, we have the most important part of it. My compliance officer comes in and tell you everything that you need to be in compliance to lease on. Because I don't care how long you've been in business. If you don't have a compliance officer, you don't have nobody that you can refer to, I guarantee you're doing something wrong when it comes to logistics. But all you don't know, I had my company shut down for a whole year. I mean, a whole 30 days when I first started. I was making money, partying, out in Miami, having a good time. Had my company shut down for 30 days. So because of that, I have a compliance officer that I'm super serious about compliance. And then after that, I also have a tax accountant that comes on. She also has a logistics company, a box truck business, and she'll show you what to write off, how to structure your company. So tax time, it'll make sense. This class is $9.99. August 24th is the next class. It's a very informative class. I mean, very high success rate. You can lease on for the first 180 days. After your 180 days, you do smooth transition, apply to Amazon, and guess what? You up and running, making your own money. However, I only have this class usually like monthly. So now this, just getting a bunch of DMs, trying to stay on top of things, I had to create a VIP masterclass. And I'm just announcing, this is my first time speaking about it like on live. I have a VIP masterclass for those people that can't make it to the August 24th, because every single month, about 10 people, it's like, oh man, I already have something on that day, and they don't want to wait another 30 days to get to the next masterclass. So because of that, I created a VIP masterclass, which allows you to be on a VIP Zoom call. We do everything that's in the masterclass, but it's a private class. It's me, you, and my business partners. And that class is $1,250 because it takes my time. I'm not gonna say it's $1,000. If you want my personal time outside of the class and you want to get up and running quick, you book it Monday through Friday. It's 12 p.m. Eastern. Go to the link, book it, and then we can have a private class. So let's just say you want to get up and running next week. You can book the VIP masterclass on Monday. Guess what? We can go over everything. We can show you everything that we do in the big masterclass, but it'll be private. It'll be just you. If it's you and a business partner, that's fine. It's done over Zoom, same information. But that way, after you finish that, basically you can get up and running a lot quicker than wait until August 24th. So that's the new thing I have, is my VIP masterclass, a one-on-one. For the people, for this first week right here, what I'm doing is I'm giving a discounted rate. So if you're interested in it, I'm giving a discounted rate for $1,150 versus it being $1,250. So just let me know. Send me a DM or info at Box Truck Shawty if you're interested in the class. And you pick the date and the time, and then, we make it happen. So let me get back to questions. But once again, like I said, there's always 10 or 15 people every month that just can't make the class because of the date. Someone said that's because of at Box Truck Shawty. Let me see. me go back up. I done missed a bunch of questions. So if I missed your question, just retype it. If I skipped it, you think I skipped it, okay? All right, let me go back up. I'm trying to scroll back up. All right, let me see. I think I got caught up. Let me go back, slide back down. Someone said, do you run 53-foot trailers? No, I only do box trucks. Someone says, is Maryland a good area for Amazon Relay? Yes, I would say Maryland is. To be honest with you, that's a good question too. So everywhere has a pretty good Amazon location. If Amazon is there, Amazon is making money there. Somebody's making money there. The only difference is when Amazon is in a place, that means sometimes in that place, more people might be using poster truck, which means they're posting their truck. So a lot of the loads just don't trickle into the load board like the DAT load board. So that's the huge difference between certain areas and certain other areas. So yes, if Amazon's there, trust me, somebody's making money there with Amazon or they wouldn't be there. Someone said, is Arizona a good state? I just answered that question. So yeah, I would say, I don't think there's a bad place that you can be with Amazon, really. That's just my personal opinion. I can guarantee you if somebody, whatever state is it, if somebody's there, somebody's making money there. That's just like I always give that analogy. McDonald's ain't going to put a McDonald's in a place that is not high traffic. They did a lot of research analysis before they placed that McDonald's there. I'm not saying no McDonald's can go out of business, but usually McDonald's ain't gonna put you rarely see a McDonald's close down or go out of business because there is no business. So same thing with Amazon, same thing with Chick-fil-A. Like a lot of these people, they did a lot of research before they put a facility there. Hey, Box Shorty, thank you for all your help. Really appreciate it. I don't give up. I'm still thriving. What's up, Nisha? How you doing? What's up? That's one of my box heads, dedicated box heads, who came down to the meet and greet, took the Masterclass. That's good. What's up? How fast can you get on the road after your Masterclass? As soon as you have everything. Gabby, that's a good question. So let's just say it depends. So the question is, after you take the Masterclass, so if you took the VIP Masterclass, you could be up and running. It depends if you have where you're at. Some people that take the Masterclass, they already have everything up and running. They might have been doing OTR work, and now they want to come do Amazon. So if you already have your authority active, you already have everything in compliance, then most people, like I said, after any Masterclass, it'll be like probably 5 days to 6-7 days to get up and running. So within that week, if the Masterclass is on a Saturday, if you have everything up and running, I would say by Friday you should be up and running. So it doesn't take long to get up and running after the Masterclass. And like I think this is our 13th Masterclass that we had last Saturday, and it's been super successful. Like, go read my reviews. I have a ton of reviews from my Masterclasses. And guess what? In my Masterclass, is every single person going to be successful? No, absolutely not. Because guess what? In life, that's life. And no school, no class, no university, everybody's going to be successful. The only difference is, like I literally just posted the other day, a guy that said that, let me go back and read it. And the reason being I'm saying is everybody get the same information. It's just what you do with that information. Some people retain information. Some people grind is different. That's the only thing I can't give you. I can't give you the grind. I can give you the information. I can show you how to make money. I can show you how to compliance. I can show you how to have all that taxes. But at the end of the day, can I give you the grind or the hustle? No, I can't do that. Just like this right here, it says, appreciate it, fam. Did the Masterclass March class. Did the training last week of May. Leased on the first week of June. Been running ever since. I know it's a lot of haters, but I really went through the process and have been eating for 37 days. My MC is only 40 days old. Keep doing your thing, shorty. That's touching right there. When you have somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that's up and running, that come out of a Masterclass and still give you, your flowers, like, look, this is what it is. So I really, really appreciate that. Someone said, I just finalized my rental agreement, but I'm having a hard time finding insurance. Any tips? Yes, you need to get in with a broker to get the best rates. And don't try one broker. Try a couple brokers, because one broker might can get you. I've seen a difference in brokers. I've seen a broker quote somebody $1,800 a month. I've seen a broker get somebody down to $1,200. It was somebody that, I don't know. I just did a Zoom call with him. Not a Zoom call, a consultation. Man, he's starting off. His insurance is like $900 and something a month. That's cheaper than when I first started off. I hope he's on here, but that's crazy. So it just depends on the broker, to be honest with you. Someone say, do I have to touch freight? Yes, with Amazon Relay, you will have to touch the freight if it's going to a post office. If it's going through another Amazon facility, then you don't touch the freight, if that makes sense. Someone said, what is the maximum gross weight vehicle, a 26-foot box truck? 26,000 pounds and below. So anytime you see, if it's over 1 pound, then you need a CDL. So 26,000 and below it, and you don't need your CDL to operate that truck. Someone said, I'm working 12 to 14 hours in correction. I want out. I feel you. I feel you. Come on over, man. Come on over. Like I said, I've helped a lot of people get up and running. I know y'all probably tired of hearing it, but some people never know. Like my cousin, he's been 21 years in his career. He's still in his career. And he's been a year and a half now operating his box truck business, doing really well. So you can still keep your 9 to 5. And I know, like you said, you want out. That's cool. I wanted out too. My job wasn't good like my cousin's job. So I wanted out too, and I got out of there, man. Like when I said, I can't believe the life that logistics have given me. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to do what I want to do, be able to travel where I want to travel, buy what I want to buy. It is like amazing feeling. And I know when you guys experience it, when you get to that point, like I said, making money passively is like, man, like I know they said the 7th wonder is like the 8th wonder of the world. Being able to make money while you sleep. That is crazy. Someone said, I see you, Wiz, what's poppin'? Does the system apply to Sprinter vans as well? No. So it's only 6. So let me tell you. So with Amazon Relay, you have the smallest truck, which is a 16-foot box truck, which is a cube truck. Then you have the 26-foot box truck. And then you have the power-only semis with Amazon Relay. Those are the sizes that does Amazon Relay. So Sprinters, you can't do it with a Sprinter. Someone said, how do I get started? Good question, man. Click the link in my bio. If you want to get started, the easiest and quickest way to get up and running without any mistakes, without, bumping your head, and you want to get loads, join my masterclass. I got a next masterclass, which like I said is August 24th. It's a Saturday. It's $9.99. You can reserve your slot for $4.99 and pay the other remaining amount prior to class. But it's the easiest, quickest way. It ain't no fluff. It ain't no BS. It's a long class. You can ask anybody that's been in my master classes. It's great information. You're not going to find this information around for $9.99. I'm just going to be honest with you. We have a great team, a great services, everything you need in one place. However, if you can't afford the masterclass, that's no problem. You can get my Ultimate Bundle Pack ebook, which is $1.99. It will show you all the steps. It's going to take a lot longer because even with you doing that, you still gonna have to find somebody to either lease on if you're trying to do Amazon Relay or join the masterclass at a later date. If you already purchased my ebook prior, last year, 2-3 years ago, then I will let you into the masterclass for $750. All you got to do is send me a DM or send me an email to info@BoxTruckShawty. info@BoxTruckShawty, and then we'll let you in the class for $750. If you can't make the class, you want to get up and running quicker, like I just stated, this is my first time announcing that I do have a VIP masterclass. It's a one-on-one with you and my business partners, and we cover, the same thing that's in the masterclass, but that is $1,250 because you're taking away from our personal time to put it in a day. So with that being said, it's $1,250 for the VIP. And some people don't want to be in a crowd. Some people might be famous. Some people might be rich. They don't want people in their business. This class is catered for you guys. So it's a little bit more expensive than a regular master class. But as they say, time is money. You want something catered to you. You don't want to wait all the way to August 24th. Join that class. But for the people on this live, and maybe for, like I said, what's today? Wednesday till Friday, I'm going to do a discounted rate of $1,150 for those people that want that private VIP one-on-one masterclass. And like I said, you could just shoot me an email at info@BoxTruckShawty if you're interested in that discounted rate. And like I said, that's just for the next couple of days. But if you want our personal time, it's $1,250. Someone said, I can't fill out a T30I pre. Can you help me with that? No, I cannot help you with that because I am not familiar with IRP. That's semi-truck stuff. So I'm going to be honest. If I can't do it, I can't help you with that. I'm not familiar with that, bro. Someone said, I purchased the bundle pack and already done the driver training in Atlanta. I'm from Arizona, and I highly recommend Box Truck Shawty resources. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I know you can't wait to get up and running. I know you can't wait. Congrats. Someone said, bought the first badge. Don't forget to thank them. That's what's up, Sub-Zeros. Look at that. I forgot. My man Will was telling me about badges. Yeah, y'all go buy some badges. Giving out free game. So yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I forgot you can even buy badges. If y'all want to show y'all appreciation, go buy me some badges. Show me that y'all like the information that I'm giving. But I really appreciate that, Sub-Zero. That makes some. I appreciate that. Someone said, after you start with the 5K with one truck, how much money can you make and how long does it take to scale up? So, good question. After you start with the 5 truck, how much money can you make with one truck? So, if you get one truck, it's up to you how much money you can make. It's like a loaded question. So, when people ask me that, it's always like a doctor. You can know a doctor that might make $100,000 a year. You might know a doctor that make $5 million a year. So when I say trucks, realistically, a box truck, it depends on how many loads you do. You could do a $500 load in one day, and that's all you want to do that day. You could do a $500 load, and you might do a $200 or $300 load that day. You can make $700-800, or you might do one load for $600-700. Depends on your area. $600, $700, and then you might do something also coming back with the DAT load board. So the most I've ever seen somebody make, and I'm not gonna say every day, but I've seen people make like $1,000, and this is non-peak season. $800 to $1,000. $800 to $1,000 in a day with the box truck, but that's not doing one load. That's doing multiple loads. The next question is, how long does it take for you to scale up? You can scale up once that first truck is up and moving and running and you feel like you have the hang of it. Most people, I would say, scale up to their second truck in anywhere from 3 weeks to a month. That's how long it normally takes somebody to scale up to their second truck. And also, when you're in the masterclass, you can scale. You can get you 2 trucks starting off. So if you do the masterclass and I pair you with one of my business partners and you like it, you're like, you know what, this is good. Once they see that you've been running consistently, you haven't been making mistakes, then yeah, they will allow you to scale up more past 2 trucks. So, and it took me 3 weeks to scale up to my my second truck when I first started. And also, I forgot to say, y'all, it's Prime Week actually today. Yesterday and today is actually Prime Week, so the rates are going to be pretty good for the next 2 to 3 weeks with Amazon Prime. And then we have another Prime Day that's in October, so it's usually around October 12th, 13th. So basically what Prime Day is, for you guys, just in case you ask, Prime is when Amazon offers Prime services to people that don't have Prime. People rush out and purchase a lot of items, I would say, from Amazon Relay. Last year in July and in October, in 2 days, Amazon made $12 billion, $12.7 billion, or something crazy like that in 2 days. So guess what happens in these 2 days when Amazon make $12 billion in 2 days? All of this freight has to be delivered. Even though you ordered it today, you're not going to get it today, you're not going to get it tomorrow. So it takes like 2 to 3 weeks for all of this freight to trickle down through Amazon Relay. So that's why the rates be really good for Prime in July and Prime in October. So if you missed this one, join the Masterclass, join the VIP Masterclass or the Masterclass in August, and you'll be able to catch Prime Day again in October. So that is another 2 or 3 weeks. So let's say it was this October 15th. So for October 15th to like the beginning of January, you will get really good rates. Then again, it'll slow back down because guess what? We coming up on Black Friday. So Black Friday starts Amazon peak season. So when peak season come, then that's when rates be really crazy for peak season. Somebody asked me what's the highest load I've ever seen for a box truck. The highest load I've seen during peak season was $1,700 during peak season. The highest load I ever booked was $1,500 during peak season. That's for one load. I'm not saying every single load is going to be in there, but the loads are usually paying double, sometimes triple, depending on your area. Peak season starts in November. So if you're thinking about it, you're on the fence, get up and running. And the good thing about the rental company is that's when I usually scale up. I usually scale up to 10, 12 trucks during peak season. Like last year, you go look at my the thing on my board. Literally, I was killing it. I literally, from October, November, December, made gross. Now, brought home $413,000 grossed in those 3 months. So you can make a ton of money during peak season. And then, of course, guess what? January, February, Marches, the system slows back down because nobody's spending money. That's where you made majority of your money, and you kind of, stockpile it for the slow season when you come back up. When I say slow, you still can survive. You still gonna make money, but you just won't make as much money, if that makes sense. What's a good insurance company? I wouldn't say it's a good company, but majority of them go through Progressive. But even though go through Progressive, do not call the Progressive directly and try to get insurance. Go through a broker or somebody that has a relationship with Progressive, because if not, they will knock your head off going directly to them. Let's see. So say Box Truck Shawty. That's because of somebody's answering somebody's question. What's your weekly income? It just depends. So with one truck, like I said, you could do $500 a day. You could do $600 a day. So it just depends on how many loads you're doing. But I would say 4,200, 4,000, 4,500 on a weekly basis with a box truck is really good. And that's just doing one load. Yes, I have a really good legit dispatcher. So if you need a dispatcher, I just posted it in my stories. Inbox me your information if you're looking for a dispatcher outside of Amazon Relay. Someone said, "What do you get cheap rates in the rental box truck? What do I got to do?" You got to set up a account. It depends on the kind of account you go through and who do you go through to actually get it. So that's what you got to do to get the rates. And you're going to set up a corporate account. I just scroll past your name, but that's what you got to do. What would be a good rate for a driver? I don't pay my drivers hourly, and I don't pay them I pay them by percentage. I have an ebook that covers that. It has my pay scale in there. It has a driver job description, so I have a pay rate scale. If they drive this many miles, they get paid this much. If they drive this many miles, they get paid that amount. It's in my ebook. It's $199. Grab that ebook. It's great information. It ain't no fluff. It ain't no course. It's actually steps. You want your authority? Boom, this is who you call. You need your LLC set up, this is who you call. You need gas cards, this is who you call. You need EDLDs, this is who you call. You need anything you need, all your resources in one place is $199 in this ebook. It shows you how to book loads. It shows you how to understand Amazon. The reason why a majority of the people fail in any industry, and this ain't, people make it seem like trucking is, trucking, all the people on social media. It's not that. People fail because they don't have the grind, one, and number two, they don't have the correct information. If you don't have the correct information, you're going to fail in any and everything you do. That's just common sense. Information is key. We always think YouTube University is going to teach us everything. YouTube University can only teach you a little bit. Only people going to give you a little bit on YouTube. And I'm not saying that you can learn how to hook up your printer on YouTube. You can learn how to do something like that. I'm not saying that, but to run a successful multi-million-dollar logistics business, you ain't going to get that off of YouTube. I'm sorry. You just ain't going to get it off of YouTube. How to flip houses and be successful for real. Like, you might see the money they make, but if you want to be successful in real estate, you have to have a mentor. You have to have a mentor in anything or somebody that you can call on that has more knowledge than you. And that's why I hate to see people fail when they haven't really. You can't say you failed at something if you really haven't tapped in with an expert or a professional or somebody doing that, because you didn't really fail. You failed yourself because you didn't tap in with somebody. So to be honest with you, that's it in a nutshell. So you got to invest in your education, your information. Just like I always have this analogy, and you've probably seen it 100 times, like McDonald's, which is not a highly skilled job. And I'm not saying nothing bad about McDonald's if anybody work at McDonald's. However, I can't go to McDonald's because everybody always think like fast food restaurant industry is like low skill, okay? But what I'm saying is I can't go to Five Guys. I can't go to McDonald's. They're going to make a Big Mac tonight without being properly trained. At the end of the day, nobody can show up at nobody's job and be successful without training. So why do you think you're going to be successful in logistics by watching a couple of videos, go getting an MC, LLC, authority and getting your authority? Now you think you're going to be successful. It ain't going to work like that. Amazon got way too many tricks, too many rules for you to think that you're going to be successful in Amazon Relay. And I've even noticed that prior to having before the 180 days, when I used to just sell my ebook and people would buy my ebook and it would start and then they would go out of business because the information and education. The Masterclass have such a higher success rate because you have a class. You're just not reading something. You have somebody that's showing you like, look, this is how you book loads. This is how you book a load and knowing if you're profitable. This is how you know that, this one's a good load. Look at this one. How to read the load board, how to read fuel surcharge. This is the type of driver you should hire. If this class is 8 hours, right? Think about it, 8 hour class. And how in the world somebody that never took the master class think they're going to be successful? That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying nobody can be successful, but you have, life is about percentages, calculated risk. So the more information and the more people you have that can show you, hey, look, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, you will have the highest success rate. That's just life. That's why having a teacher in life is important. That's why like having a mentor is super important. Everything I've ever done in life where I made money, I had a mentor. Real estate, logistics. I didn't just do this by myself. My cousin, my friends, everybody. That's why all of them make money, because they had me as their mentor. So let's see if somebody say the Masterclass is the way to go. Most definitely, most definitely. Someone said, if I lease on through your Masterclass, will I be forced to? Well, it be forced dispatch. No. So the good thing is when you sign up for my Masterclass and you get on my Masterclass, you book your own loads. If you want to book a load today, you book one. You want to book 2 today, you can book 2. We don't book loads for you. So it's just like you running your whole entire company. However, you are responsible for booking your own loads. They do charge 10% to run under their authority, but that's it. So you book your own loads and you can lease on anywhere. You can be in California and still take my Masterclass. You could be doing OTR already right now. So it's not just for people that's completely brand new. We help people that's completely brand new. We help people that's already got an LLC. We help people that's been up and running. That's just like, man, I'm struggling. The OTR is not messing with Amazon. Really, I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? So the good thing is with OTR that, yeah, people think they make a lot of money, but by the time you pay for a dispatcher, which is 10%, by the time you pay factoring, which is 2 to 4%, by the time you pay for lodging or you sleeping in your truck, at the end of the day, you could have had that same amount of money and been home every day with Amazon Relay or in your bed making money like me passively. Like I always tell people, all you need to make, let's just say for shits and giggles, you only made $100 a night afterwards. I shoot for $200, right? I know how to book loads. I know how to use postal trucks. So I know how to maneuver Amazon. But let's just say you only made $100 a day after all your expenses from Amazon. $100 a day I don't think it's gonna change nobody on this live life. $100, like, man, you blow $100 in groceries a day. Correct, good. Now $100 a day. Now the number, the way to make money, remember I said earlier, is passively. $100 a day. Now let's say you have 5 trucks. Now that sounds a lot different. $500 a night. Imagine making $500 a night while you sleep in your bed every single night. $500 a night. That's crazy. Now let's just say you use the same system I use. Your truck is now running, 7 days a week, which is 30 days a month, right? So for y'all that don't know how to do math, I did it in my head. I already know. $500 a night. I just want to show y'all because I like to show and tell. So $500 a night times 30. Your truck runs 30 days. My truck runs 30 days. I have multiple drivers. All right, that's $15,000. That's not gross. That's net. Net means after all your expenses, you're walking away for $15,000 a month with only making $100 with a truck. Right, 5 trucks. Now let's multiply that time a year. That is net. 180,000. I guarantee you, a lot of you guys, I wasn't making nowhere near $180,000 at my job. So with that being said, where on earth can you go and make $100 a night? Say you had 5 trucks, which is doable. I keep 5 trucks year round. 5 trucks, $100 a night. That's $15,000 a month. That's $180,000 a year. Do you know what you have to do to make $180,000 a year? You have to go to school to be a doctor, a lawyer, some AI, something crazy. And guess what? Even to the doctors, lawyers that is making $180,000 a year, you got to be like a senator. Some governors of states don't make $180,000 a year, right? You know what you're doing? You're working for that. You're working 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. You can make this while sleeping in your bed. When I go to sleep tonight, I make $1,000 a night. I go to bed, wake up. Where on earth can you do that? So that's all I'm trying to tell you. Don't let people deter you and tell you that you can't do it or it can't be done. It's being done right now in 2024. I'm doing it. My cousin doing it. My other cousin doing it. My homeboy doing it. So it's so many ways to make money in logistics, but you got to stop listening to the naysayers. Stop telling you that people that tell you can't do it. When I first started in logistics, they told me it was the wrong time. When I got into real estate, it was the wrong time. People always tell you every time is the wrong time. You buy a red car, they tell you should buy a blue car. You buy a house, they tell you buy a condo. No matter what you do, somebody's going to give you an opinion of why you shouldn't do it. You should go stock. Oh, you should have bought the stock when it was $10. Man, at the end of the day, you got to jump into something at the end of the day and make you some money. So with that being said, stop waiting to get up and running. And I always get the DM, man, I've been following you for a year. I wish I would have got up a year ago. Stop following me for a year and invest in yourself. Start your own company. You can make it perfect later. Like, a lot of people overthink things. Like they always say, the paralysis analysis. When you start thinking too much, you start thinking yourself out of your money. Think about it. Everybody, I'm guilty of it. A whole year has passed. January was just, man, it seemed like 2 months ago, but it really was what? We in July now. We got a couple more months and we're going to be in a whole nother year. How many of y'all said, oh man, in the new year, I'm going to start my own company. I get my taxes. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and a whole nother year passed. I swear to God, every week I get a text message from somebody saying, man, Jabbar was following you for the last year or 2 years. And I'd be like, thinking to myself, why? You could have been in this 2 years already. But I know each person, situation is different, but you got to stop being on the sideline. Someone said, how are you revolutionizing the industry? I don't understand that question, but I know I give back a lot. I show people how to make money and how to get into logistics business, going the rental route. Because prior to me, not a lot of people, I'm not saying I'm the first in the world, not a lot of people that I know of, I didn't know of nobody. Y'all might have, I haven't. I've never heard of anybody jumping into logistics, taking the rental route. Prior to me, everybody that got into logistics was showing you how to get into logistics. But guess what? You had to have bread. You had to buy a truck or buy an old truck. The reason why I tell people that, and don't jump off and buy a truck even if you have the cash to buy a truck, because maintenance will kick you out the game. Maintenance is like the big cinder block rock you're trying to push up the hill. It's not when that rock fall is going to fall. So if you don't have $10,000 or $15,000 saved up on a credit card, lines of credit, or warranty, even with a warranty, you got to be careful. If you don't have that kind of money saved up, I highly recommend starting off renting a truck. You can start off with renting a truck and purchasing a truck. And I guarantee the person that rents the truck will be farther than you in 1 year, because when your truck breaks down, it's going to send you back down the rabbit hole. The trucks are not cheap to fix. It's not $10,000. $400 or $500 like a car. It is expensive. $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, $12,000 every week. I'm speaking to people as bought a truck, and it was like, man, I wish I would have listened to you. I wish I would have came across you earlier. I've been saying this for 3 years. Don't go buy a truck if you don't have the capital or the funds. It's just like common sense. That's like, would you go buy, let's just say because you can buy something, should you? Like, a lot of people don't understand, even with owning a home, the world has forced us to, go buy a house, home ownership. But guess what? If you buy a house and it ain't like renting. If you can't afford to fix the roof of the roof, especially if you buy an older house. Now, if you buy a new house, different story. But if you buy an older house, if that roof go out, you got to fix it. If the AC go out, you got to fix it. The plumbing go out, you have to fix it. And a lot of people buy a house, spend their last, they check the check, and they can never afford to maintain the house. The first major thing happened, they end up selling the house, losing the house. You was just like renting, you might as well have rented. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. So with that being said, start off renting if you can. New service alert. Yep, one-on-one private master Monday through Friday. Link in the bio. So if you new to this, I have a new VIP Masterclass that if you don't want to wait, you want to get up and running prior to the bigger class that I have once a month. August 24th, you have a private VIP one-on-one masterclass where you can take a class with me and my business partner, and we will teach you everything you need to know so you can get up and running before August 24th. So, and the reason, like I said, we started this is because a lot of people, the day I pick might not coincide with the day you could pick. I have people like, man, I've been trying to get into your masterclass for the last 3 to 4 months, and I can't have it on another day because most people are off on Saturday. So to alleviate you missing the masterclass for the next 3 months because you're going to be on a cruise, you had a wedding, you just got prior traveling arrangements, VIP Masterclass now in effect. $1,250 for the class. If you just want to jump on it, go ahead. But like I said, I think till Friday, I'm gonna give a discounted rate of $1,150 to book that class, and then it's gonna go back up to $1,250. You can book it now. Pick your date out in the future if you want to. Yeah. Is Delaware a good location? I kind of answered that question a little bit earlier, Brucey. There's no bad location for Amazon Relay pretty much everywhere. So I'm gonna break this down to you guys about why I said there's no bad places in just a couple seconds. I'm gonna tell you why, what it is when you look at the load board. Someone said I'm in Arizona, I was late. When is the next class? The next class is August 24th if you're trying to be in a group setting. If you're not, don't want to be in a group setting, Queens Nation, I have a VIP one-on-one masterclass. It's $12.50. I'm letting people do it for $11.50. That's on this live, and that'll be going on until Friday. Then it's gonna go back up to $12.50. So $11.50 right now. Just think till Friday. Someone said, anyone in here is running out of port. Oh, that's next question. What are the steps to take to hiring a driver? Basically, hiring a driver, you want to hire the correct driver, somebody that's in the area, somebody that has a good driving record, somebody that's punctual, somebody that has a car, somebody that's not working another job, because you don't want somebody tired trying to hire. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's like, oh man, I got a second job and I'm going to come work with you. You don't want a tired driver. A tired driver is just like a drunk driver. So with that being said, and somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, that that's ready to go, and somebody that's by the facility that you're trying to pull out to. You don't want to hire somebody that's like an hour, 2 hours away from the facility that you're running out of. When is your next meet and greet? Good question. The next meet and greet, I'm on the table now speaking to the venue place. I don't know if it's going to be, we were shooting for October, but it might be November, so I don't have a set date on it yet. It'll either be October or November, but it's going to be even bigger and better than we had in April. The one in April 20th was a real dope event. And if you missed it, you definitely want to come to the meet and greet, man. You can meet some people. And it's just not logistics when I have my meet and greets. My meet and greets be about real estate, logistics, stocks. It'd be about business credit, just about different things, because logistics is just one aspect to make money. As they said, if you want to be a multimillionaire, you need to have some eggs in some other baskets. They said the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So with that being said, that's why I have my meet and greets, and there's a lot more information than logistics. Logistics, believe it or not, is not even my passion. My real estate is my passion. Someone said, took the Masterclass, coming to Atlanta next week for on-site training. Can't wait to get rolling. That's what's up, Porsche Glover Custom. That is what's up. So y'all see, I jump on live. I have real live people that's in my Masterclass, real live success stories, and that's dope. Like I said, I haven't even been on here in a while. Someone said, can we get training any closer than Atlanta? It just depends. Like if you take the Masterclass, I have a couple people in different other places that probably can train you, but you know, we'll get to that point. If you join the Masterclass. Does Amazon Relay run through certain hours of the day? No, Amazon Relay is basically pretty much all day. You can get morning loads, you can get day loads, you can get night loads. So Amazon kind of runs, 24 hours. They don't ever shut down. Someone said, with the Masterclass, do you get us the insurance? No, I don't get you the insurance, Gabby, but I will place you with my broker. So once you book, let's just say you completely brand new, you have nothing ready, and you say, you know what, I'm ready to get up and running. I got a little bit of money, I want to get started. You could either, like I said, book the VIP Masterclass or the regular class. Let's just speak about the regular Masterclass. By that Masterclass, let's just say it's August 24th. When you purchase it, the Masterclass, you could pay $4.99 down and the remainder by class. When you book your slot, you could do is just DM me and say, hey, Jabbar, I just booked my slot. Can you send me the ebook? So what we was doing was waiting until the class to send the ebooks, but I've been sending the ebooks out to my people that purchased earlier. So when you buy the ebook comes, let's just say you completely new. It'll show you how to get your LLC. If you don't have it, I got somebody that can do your LLCs for you. Your authority, I have somebody that you click on, it goes right to them. They'll call you. You want to get your authority set up prior to class. So they'll help you with your MC, DOT, BOC3, UCR. So if you start now, literally by August 24th, if that's the class you're trying to catch, you should have all of that up and running. Then by that time, by the 24th, you should have your insurance if you're ready to get, or let's just say you don't get your insurance. Right after class, everything we go through class, you have the insurance person, you have the ELD person, you'll have everything you need. Like, you don't leave out of this class without everything. And it's an interactive class. It's not a class where I sit there and my business partner sit there and we just talk for hours. We talk, go over the modules, and we answer questions as we go. So we looking at the load board, like, hey, look, you see this? So I'm teaching you how to book loads, how to be profitable. What's a good insurance rate? How to get a good rate with insurance? All of this stuff, we discuss everything. So when you leave out of that class, you're going to leave out of that class pretty much a professional. And he said he gives you his insurance person number, the Masterclass, the ebook. Yep, see, there you go. That's somebody that actually took my Masterclass. So Wiz is doing this thing. In the Masterclass, he'll give you insurance tips. Okay. 3-day training, July 24th. That's what's up, Cam. That's what's up. So which person I need to purchase from you to get started? It's up to you, Standard. To be honest, like I said, if you want to get up and running and you don't want to wait and play around, join the Masterclass. August 24th, or join the VIP Masterclass. It depends on how quick you're trying to get up. Some people are like, man, I want to be running up in the next 2 weeks. Join the VIP Masterclass. You don't have to wait. But if you don't mind waiting, bro, join the August 24th class. But you can reserve your slot now. And every month it sells out. So you can book it now. When you book it, I'll send you the ebook so you can get up and running prior to class. So that's what's up. So I was going to say, when somebody was asking me, I was going to answer why the load boards look different in certain areas. So let me answer that for y'all real quick. All right. So let's just say, for example, you're in an area. Let's just use Houston for an example. Say you're in Houston and you're booking loads in Houston, right? If Houston has 300 carriers that's pulling loads from them in box trucks, but let's just say 200 people are using this thing called poster truck. For you guys that don't know what poster truck is exactly what it sounds for. Post a truck. Poster truck is another tab. When you're booking loads on Amazon Load Board, you can hit search load board, which means all of the loads just pop up sporadically. Or you can hit poster truck, where you could tell Amazon the time your truck is available, the time your truck is not available, the minimum amount of miles you want to go, the maximum amount of miles you want to go, the minimum rate per mile you want to make, and the minimum payout, right? So say you create your order. You say, hey, Amazon, I want only $3 a mile. I want a $600 load between this amount of miles and this time, right? And you post it. And let's just say in Houston, 200 people out of 300 is using this feature. So and let's just say they all hit. That's 200 loads that's never, ever going to make it to Houston's spot load board. So the load board, when you're just looking at the load board, these loads are never going to make it to the load board. So guess what happens? If you look in this area and you be like, man, I don't see no good loads on the load board. Guess what? That does not mean that Amazon is not paying in that area. That means that Amazon is using the people in this area is using Amazon poster truck. So that's why you don't see good loads on the load board. That's why when you hear people talk about, oh, Amazon is not paying like they used to, that's not true. Amazon is paying the same way they've been paying since I first started, if not a little better. Now, the reason being is back then, 2-3 years ago, nobody was using poster truck. So because nobody used poster truck, now let's just say Houston. Let's just say let's just say it's San Antonio. They got 300 carriers in San Antonio, right? Doing the same exact thing. Now, let's say in San Antonio, people not using poster truck. They just not hip to it. They haven't taken a Masterclass. They don't know really about poster truck because not a lot of people use poster truck, right? So guess what? Now, in San Antonio, 300 loads pop up on the load board every night. So now people in poster truck and people in the load board like, oh man, they're paying better in San Antonio. Look, they're getting $3 a mile, making $600 a load. Guess what? They're doing the same thing in Houston. It's just a difference. And Houston is using the poster truck. San Antonio was not. So you can't look at a load board and say, hey, this place is paying, this place is not paying. Now, a DAT load board is completely different. Now, the DAT just got something similar to Post, but it's not like Amazon Poster Truck. So when you look at the DAT load board, whatever loads is in Houston, they're going to place it on the load board in the morning, and you can see every single load. So that's what's confusing people. They're reading the load board completely wrong. So I hope if you didn't get it, go back and watch this video. I'm gonna post it, but that's the difference in the two, how the loads are being broadcast. Okay, so let me go back and answer a couple more questions. Someone said, I'm considering renting a truck from Enterprise, but they're charging $665 a week and want a monthly upfront of $1,000 deposit. Is that normal? The $1,000 is normal, but the $655 is way too high. You don't want to be over five. You want to be around 500, 525 with Enterprise. Thing. Account with them. If you already purchased one of my ebooks, you can join the Masterclass for $750, and I can also split that $750 up into two. Send your invoice for $375, then the remainder of $375 prior to class. Someone said, how do you find someone to lease on to? Well, if you join my Masterclass, I will pair you with one of my business partners to lease on. Someone said, took the Masterclass June 12th, and it's 100% definitely worth it. Thank you, bro. Thank you. See? Real live people taking the masterclass. That's dope. Someone said the masterclass is the bomb. Knowledge is power. I am a box head. What's up? Thank you, Coley. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. How can you be a mentor? I'm right here. I'm the mentor. Someone says the VIP class also 8 hours. No, great question. The VIP is not 8 hours. The VIP classes I did a couple, about 4 of them in the past 2 or 3 weeks. The VIP masterclass is literally shorter, way shorter. It's usually about 2 to 3 hours. It depends on how many questions you have because it's strictly catered to you. The reason why the masterclass goes 7 or 8 hours is because you have tons of people asking questions. Some of them asking the same questions. And if you can ask the person that just took the class in the 12th, I think we got out of that class like 8:45. We do not leave out of this class until every question is answered. So that's the reason why the class runs so long. But we've done some, smaller VIP, like I said, 3 or 4 in the last month. And usually they last about 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Depends on how knowledgeable you are, how quick you learn. If you learn pretty quick, you could be off to the VIP masterclass in 2 to 3 hours. So, and it's done through Zoom to it, so it's not a call. So it's interactive as well. We pull up, we give you a Zoom link. You see me, I see you see my business partner, and we pull up, we go over everything that you need to get up and running and leased on. And another people ask, well, I already know trucking. Can I get leased on? No, my leasing partners will not allow anybody that has not taken the master class to actually be leased on to them. We tried it when we first started. It was a headache because once again, if you don't have this information, you don't have this compliance stuff, you don't have this knowledge, it is hard to get people to do the right thing. So to be on the up and up to how we make it really successful is everybody have the information and how to book loads, how to avoid all of that stuff. And with that being said, the masterclass is definitely worth the money. Excuse me. Let's see. Yep. So anybody that's on this thing up until Friday, we're doing a discounted rate for the VIP masterclass. It's $11.50, and my business partner, she'll put it up for $11.50. Matter of fact, so you don't have to DM me or text me. She's gonna go ahead and change it to $11.50 till Friday. So the price will be $11.50. If you just give her a couple minutes, it'll be $11.50 till Friday. After Friday, it will go back up to $12.50. So you can book it now and then schedule it out if you need to, but definitely get on there. And like I said, if you want to take the next class, it's August 24th. And it comes also with the ebook. Leasing On comes with all my, they charge 10%. It comes with all my, all my resources. With that being said, and I also offer a 2 and 3 day driver training class. The 2 day is $350 if you want to come to Atlanta. The 2 day, and the difference between the two is the 2 day, you or your driver, well, however people do it, they come to Atlanta, they train. When my drivers leave to go over the road, then you will go back to your hotel. The 3 day, you come along and you actually go along with the trainer overnight. So the 3 day is a lot of people like the 3 day. Yep. What do you do to get that cheap rate? What do I got to do? You got to create a commercial account, Woodman. That's what you got to do. Create that commercial account. Says a hard finding truck runner during the peak season. Yes. So the closer it gets to peak season, it is going to be harder to get a truck. So that's why usually in October when I get my scale up to a couple trucks during Prime Day, I usually keep my trucks through the end of the year. So it is a lot harder. So you don't want to wait. You want to start getting up and running right now. Yep. So with that being said, I like to only hold you guys for like an hour. And I also have a dispatching guy for $49 if you want to get in there. And I also offer 30 and 60-minute consultation if you want to speak to me outside of this, a little bit more personable, and go over your situation. It's $99 for an hour. a half an hour, and $149 for an hour. And that's pretty much it. I hope to see you guys at the top. I'm going to tap out of here, and I'll be on here next week. All right, I'm going to start going back live more often to help you guys. All right, take care. I hope to see you at the top.